it.
Can they kindle that fire once more? The series is set so far. Team Liquid have come out firing on all cylinders. Fnatic fell in the last map to a surprise of most, but it ain't over yet. Does Fnatic have what it takes? Redgar, the first to greet them. He gets 2 for it. He goes back for a little more. He wants to make it hurt. This is absolutely unbelievable scenes from Liquid.
What a way to start things off. 3 with a shorty. I hate to say it, but it's another sort of heartbreaking round to lose. There's not necessarily a misplay here from Fnatic, but the fault line is absolute perfection. The Nats tunnels in on one and snaps on the second.
Here.
And now you have to mentally reset again almost, right? You took that breather after the last map for Fnatic. They took a second or two, composed themselves, get themselves on the same page, and you just get dealt a hand like that.
Like I said, the nature of these, they're energy breakers.
Yes, they are.
They're mental breakers.
That Molly's ready to be invested.
Little pump here, bait out some util.
Didn't draw too much though, really.
I mean, yeah, it's still paint shell, still got a molly in the hands of Redgar.
Didn't overreact to that.
Yampy still full util as well.
Spike,
Spike noted as well.
Yep. And look at this, the synergy starting to really show here. Keeping them chipped away at, under the thumb. Not finding what they want. And keep in mind, there's still all that util, still if they want to bring it in.
The big thing to discuss as well, we were talking about, yes, there's no, I guess, recent tape, but in terms of comfort, in this series and on this map, Liquid definitely have the advantage in that regard.
They're walking back into safe sten here. Soulcast just a second too early almost on that
30
Prowler.
seconds left.
And now he waits. How on the money is safe here. Have to respect it. Seas goes in, Paint Shell comes out and say goodbye to 2. Make it 3, make it 4, Team Liquid. Clean work, not faltering under Fnatic's pressure.
A flawless round 2. I feel like that might be the second or third time we've seen that as well. If not, it's been 4 standard most of the time for Liquid. Even so, another conversation topic. Fnatic came in today. Head and shoulders above as the best pistol round team in EMEA. I feel like Liquid have chipped away at that consistently in this series. And bonus conversion could be another early blow to fatigue Fnatic even further.
Early presence noted heavily. It's Durka to deliver. That's Soulcast removed. An option made. Putting Redgar on red alert. Pops in the smoke and the molly to follow. Make sure they can't springboard off the back of that. And do they second guess this? Do they double back on themselves? How long does Nats and Co stick around? They can't stick around too long. They're falling to all of this. Where's the end goal now?
So trade out, potentially create a gap, but Fnatic certainly not with the knowledge of this 4-man stack towards A right now. Nats is completely given up faith in the utility. Redgar
Flash!
will find Durka.
Launching smoke.
And now they feel almost secure in this site, right? They're feeling better about it here. They're feeling all that other utility coming through. Now they know they've got the right call on this one. Redgar, they could tunnel vision him, sure, but the others are still standing by, and Redgar might not be able to leave here. He can't. 25 seconds, so can they even make it across? Both are trying to do the damage towards one. Oh, snap, and he goes down. Safe. Removed. Yampy with the trade. He does get himself a rifle, too. How much can Yampy achieve in this? Any more damage, and it could be critical.
Nats down to 41. Stacked up here. Can't we find anything with Vandal coming back through? Does find one. It's Nats' opportunity now.
Trying to keep him guessing with that door just opening. Does he spot Leo on the readjust? No. Down towards the site here. One towards CT, watching that cross. Very tricky situation for Nats to try and navigate. HP, not ideal either. Feels like it's going to sit very favorably here. Can he cost them their lives? Can he take any more from them? Not this time. Leo going to stay alive. As does Alpha. That's 2 rifles in hand, but it certainly was not a clean round.
finally, I think another issue that's continued throughout this series so far is Fnatic's inability to capitalize on first bloods. The timing is absolute perfection here on the smoke. Obviously, Flash lands behind Redgar. Beautiful little piece there. And particularly here, you can see how much Fnatic hesitate behind the first blood. There's no instant mid-round. There's no pivot away from any gap they're able to create. Safe actually now on an operator. One away from the showstopper as well. Leo's found Natso. A clean opener.
Safe wants to equalize that. He's in the right place for it. Do they clear this? Considered. No. Spike maybe see. Oh my word, the timing. How are you ever meant to navigate around that? Feels
so
impossible.
Complementary, the swings. It's another example of beautiful timing, as you said. The Yampy will double down.
Oh, they just can't get away with anything. Fnatic left to walk away. Tail between the legs. Leo has no option here. He's got the spike, sure. 45 seconds, though, is a long time. What are you meant to do with this now? Actually got a free A site, but...
I mean, that window is going to close. And he's very cautious about the approach, I think, potentially even considering the save at this point. Now Liquid committed to holding 4 here. Again, they can give up the plant. Concede at this point. And Leo's just not fancying his chances.
10 seconds left.
No, time to keep that rifle. And Liquid have answered back in incredible fashion.
I have to get this double check because I looked coming into this map. I think currently, right now, Redgar is ahead of Durka in terms of first bloods.
What?
In this series.
Never happens.
What?
I will have that double and triple check. But
yeah.
again, that's such a huge win condition for Fnatic as well.
That feels so wrong, but it might be right. Okay. The timing on this, the synergy we're starting to see on this Liquid side is just out of this world. Fnatic need to get a grip on this because it's falling similar to those previous maps and the pressure. Liquid wanted to add a little more. Didn't overcommit to it though this time. Peel away early. Oh, they've been given a little bit of space towards EMEA now. It's the timing on when to soulcast check here. Does catch too, so that does command a reaction. Be it proactive play elsewhere. But Safe has a time limit. He has to turn and try and help out soulcast here. Sight under scrutiny. soulcast needs to dip out of there. And, well, Alpha's just caught Safe, so that's huge. They kind of have the sight somewhat. They don't know how free, but now they do. And they've got the pick to boot.
Fnatic gonna want to set up comfortably here. Look at that, actually take some of this space back. Orbital strike invested. Actually does. Yampy gets a kill as well.
But Boaster has to hold the line. He's got another target. He can't get it. That's outdoes him. But the trade's there with the pain shell. Durka's taking him down. It's a 2v2, but look what they've got. It's a Marshall and the rifle, at least with Leo. 8 seconds on that reveal for him. You can put that horn down and hope for the best, but soulcast and Redgar taking their steps. Avoids the C's. There goes the horn. Dealt with. Doesn't reveal much, but the shots are divine from soulcast. A little look to the camera. He knows he's done him dirty. Diffused on the way. And Liquid. Bloody hell, what are we seeing?
They've run away with the start of another map. And there's very few positives. Another example where I'm calling for a round 6 timeout here from Fnatic.
It needs to happen.
I don't know if it will come through, but how often do we say this? Fnatic looking as if they don't have a response.
The other player cam. Yeah.
Or any steady footing to build upon.
No timeout. I mean, they've got
maybe
ults.
After this, yeah, there's ults here. Leo won off the Nightfall, nearly a stacked deck.
And the answer looks like aggression elsewhere, though. There is utility here to try and handle that. soulcast falls very quickly, so this puts poor old Redgar in a world of trouble. Fnatic now looking to try and close that gap
Don't walk that smoke, Alpha.
He's waiting. Another smoke comes in, though. Oh, Redgar. Oh, this time it's Alpha who wins it. Okay, they're starting to secure this site. This should feel like enough now. They try and catch the cross on the timing there. They're not going to get past Leo. Able to see around that. Safe will need to save. First time we've seen a good answer from Fnatic.
Yeah, the shift in tempo, we talked about it previously, catching Liquid off guard completely. And maybe that is the response.
Where are you?
Fnatic needs to use this to their advantage. Again, create some paranoia, force Liquid into early rotations, or maybe even adjusting Nats' setup to absorb some of these quicker pieces. Let's wait and see. Safe does hold on to the operator. Money looking there or thereabouts. Redgar's the only concern, but there's funds elsewhere to spread the wealth.
They get to
more
keep
importantly,
that full debt.
I was going to say, more importantly, Fnatic don't expend anything here.
This is hugely beneficial to them.
But they have to convert this into a string of rounds, Lauren.
Absolutely.
Again, you don't want to see a scrambled, invest everything to try and secure a round. Need to be very frugal.
See if Nats has adjusted that setup as well. Looking like he's on the other side already. Yeah, so a little bit of a difference here. We can have Soulcast sat towards B. Safe, similar scenes as well. And leaving kind of Nats.
You should run.
Yampy to the other side. The lockdown though going to come in. This will have to be respected.
I have the spike.
And Durka wants to take that space as best he can. Not going to waste a second on this one.
Out of charges.
I think he just wants to try and get the clean plant here.
Yep.
Again, they have lots of tools available. Leo tucked in here. Does Nats win this?
It's not a
The timing, it's heartbreak for Leo. The neural theft comes through as well. We'll tell them what they probably already know.
They've confirmed it now. That pain shell could be nasty too, forced to respect it. Durka taking some chip damage off the back of it now. Feeling that pressure coming back in. You can see all of this utility burn through. Alpha denies Yampy any sort of stretch of the imagination beyond what he could achieve. They couldn't get the half on the defuse either. Durka's still in between a rock and a hard place, but it's safe to remove Alpha. Durka's still trying to hold into position here. Soulcast gonna find him. Time's starting to dwindle. They're down to 2 players, but it's Chronicle and Boaster. Can he hold on to this? Yes, they can! Chronicle doing heroic work there in the end.
And even the molly to come through so late on from Boaster. But it takes 3 ultimates away. Yes, still 2 big ones. With this composition, there's not really a weak ultimate here, but this timing is just outrageous from Nats.
My heart breaks for Leo on the other side.
And the awareness is there quite often. With this lockdown put in, there's a couple more bodies invested towards protecting that arcade retreat. I think that's what Leo is conscious of, honestly.
Well, that's different, isn't it? They've just seen the Haunt go up over deep by Dish, so they might speed up the pace. Yeah, that's the response. Gonna try and head on in. Nats is here. They've dealt with a lot of his utility, though, so they should have a clear plant on this. And Post, not gonna find anyone, but it is the flank that gets caught here. None of that success found. Durka turns the flash. Beautiful. That's much better. That's a Fnatic we know and love. Where have they been? As Safe and Soulcast not finding any value on the way back through. A shutout and a lockout on this. You're a brave boy. Oh dear. Hello. There's a delivery for you. He's got him. 5 standing. Fnatic bringing the scoreline all the way back.
And potential momentum builders here for Fnatic. Look at the money. Yes, the investment there from the ultimates, but it effectively breaks the bank of Liquid. And that's what you wanted to see. Yes, 4 expended, but they still have the Nightfall. So that trade-off probably worth in terms of getting Fnatic back into this first half. We'll see what, if anything, Liquid can scrape together here. Again, ultimates-wise, they've only got the Nightfall from Soulcast. They're not even going to be able to force onto, you know, Guardians and Spectres this round.
Okay.
So 3 unanswered rounds for Fnatic get them, I guess, back in a position to recover. Because we're only tied up.
Yes, yes. So we put the kind of question back to Liquid of their level of adaptation now. What do they have to bring to the plate? Timeout hopefully should tee them up for it. The trophy, the end goal. And it feels still like, to me, the pressure is on Fnatic here. Yes, obviously scoreline-wise, but again, coming in as the dark horse here, if you're Fnatic, you can just kind of have that little bit of, I guess, a little less scrutiny on you. Whereas Fnatic feeling that. You saw them coming back in after the last map. But they have recovered here. 3 in a row. Massive! As now the pistols are all that Liquid can really bring together.
It's only 2 sheriffs as well, but, well, I mean, Nats has needed anything more than a ghost.
True.
Yeah, Liquid looking to get proactive here outside Arcade. Last ultimate is investing.
Yampy. What a shot! Dinks up Durka and puts him to bed. Leo just trying to get that spam right. He's
not
20
got
HP.
it right.
No, he doesn't. He's got to fall away. Now he's vulnerable. Plant's going to come in, though.
Planted.
They do still have that ult if they want to try and invest it, but it's risky. It's a heavy investment for this round, because they only have pistols. Can't get that rifle to hand off the corpse of Durka. Nats is down low as well. He gets caught, he gets found. Both now looking to buy time.
Safe looking to re-clear back through. Actually, Solcast does send the Nightfall. Redguard found Boaster.
Oh dear, and now Safe's commanding their attention, drawing them in here. That's at least 2 looking his way. Redguard trying to close in as well. He's got the rifle. Stunned up though, couldn't do much with it. Chronicle once again trying to save the day, down to a 2v2 now. Time sign to tick though, they've got to get this defuse going. Oh, a shot from Yampy! Does he have any more? Yes, he does! Team Liquid! Against the odds again! Coming with pistols, 1 ult, and they walk out with everything.
It's another one that's, it's a shot to the heart of Fnatic. A thrifty conversion here. Again, decay taking effect here. Puts Redgar in a position to find that one.
Didn't see the C's, yeah. And through as well. Night and day difference there, isn't it?
Very different.
But now what do we do? We saw once, the last couple of rounds in, fall by form, Fnatic were looking really good. They'd found that composure they needed. Was that enough to tilt them? Does this put them off their game? Do they start feeling flustered? Durka's going to find that first fight. Oh, and Redguard just walks all over him. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
It was right, by the way. Lothar confirmed.
Wow.
Launching smoke. Stim beacon down.
What a bizarre set of events, but you can't help but love seeing it. We're going to at least hear 2 through sand now. Fnatic going to find it hard to cross. Can maybe made it a little easier from Alpha's work here. Redgar should be noted. Not sure if they saw where that C's landed. Yampy already get one, but it's Redgar on the great timing on the swing. Now you're going to hear that ult pop. Just Safe just post it. He's going to go back for it. Alpha denies. Takes away Safe and takes away the ult. Doing incredible work from up here.
2v2. Orbital Strike actually invested here from Redgar just to try and separate Leo. Spike's still down, but plenty of time left here for Fnatic.
30 seconds left.
They have to break apart this crossfire.
How'd you do it? You got Nats on one side, Redgar on the other. And Alpha's praying Nats takes a step too far, but it's Leo who's going to try and close in. Spam, yes. Shot, no. Redgar's got him, 10 seconds now. Spike is not to hand. Redgar is a monster.
Absolute beast today. Finds a 4K here and puts Liquid 2 ahead.
Oh. And we have to say, we've been questioning a lot of Redgar's work recently. Incredible guy, love to hear from him, but some of his work in the server was looking a little bit dangerous, a little bit weird, a little bit wonderful. Now,
he's found his form today.
He absolutely has, and what a day to find it.
You know what to do.
Lockdown Rolling Thunder, one off the Orbital Strike here for Boaster. Can they respond? And Liquid maintain here. Nats goes forward. He's going to find one. Boaster takes a ton of damage. Nats finds 2.
And look at Boaster. He's barely breathing. They're trying to go for more. They're hungry for it. They're feeling nasty. They finally start to fall away. Chronicle does punish Safe for outstaying his welcome.
Boaster's 30 HP.
They barely made a step towards the site. And look at the other side of the map. It ain't just one side that's closing in on you. You got big man himself, Redgar, on the way, and Leo, you better be ready. You got a challenge in your hands here. The timing, is it right? No, it's not! Soulgas outdoes him! And Fnatic cornered, surrounded!
They're being hunted.
There's blood in the water here.
Luckily slips away with the spike, but they have nothing to work upon here.
The dry walk to the site, and that's all they got. And Nats gets the timing just right. And look who's on the way, slowly but surely. Yampi is closing in too. Nats gonna make this such hard work. Incredible from Liquid. You go from them being dictated to being the ones taking the round to Fnatic.
Liquid have such a good read on the mental game right now. Some of these plays are just absolute heartbreakers.
Oh. That is stunning work from Nats there.
Emil is loving it, and rightfully so. Liquid are playing lights out today. 7-4 now. Fnatic need to try and get these ultimates online. Previously, Liquid denying them the opportunity to even set up. Yampi on an operator now. A safe walking underpass here with Nats, but
you should run.
Forced off by some of the utility. Maybe even trying to deny here. Yeah, the paint shell should deal with the lockdown.
See if it does.
It doesn't land.
No, still going. Okay, Yampi needs to make a retreat. Get out of there. Durka's already on the way, taking his space that he's rightfully earned. Yampi doesn't get caught. Redgar! What? I don't know what's gone into this man. He's a man possessed today. Demonic levels. He's commanding the attention of 3 players, by the way. 3 of them. All the rest of his team are trying to deal with just one. So Yampi skips ahead. He takes down Alpha. Durka's fallen. What is going on? Nats now throws in his hat to the ring as well. This is unthinkable. Team Liquid are playing like a team possessed. It's not just Redgar. It's not just Nats. It's all of them.
But everything considered, this is such a beautiful read. Same sort of execution once again. The lockdown, the rolling thunder, the orbital strike. The key indicators for what Fnatic wants to do towards B site here. Initially, some pressure applied. The paint shell doesn't land, but immediately Redgar addressing the backlines. He wants to dig Boaster out from the orbital strike and the molly position. And unfortunately, if this is the plan all along, there's a lot of space for him to get off that rope. The alarm bot didn't even catch when he gets off.
You're watching a team now, seeing what was a flawless run slipping between their fingertips, and it is a day I didn't expect. I think we came in today, we kind of talked through the expectations, right? What are the real chances here for Liquid? We look at the veto, you go, God, it's not looking good there either. You look at the head-to-head run. Stevie, get your hands away from it. Stevie! It does look good.
It does look good.
Yeah, it does look nice. But in a really realistic way, we're not, you know, talking
that side.
Easy.
No, you're right. The worrying thing is, I think we're back to almost the polar opposite of a historical conversation with Fnatic, is never being able to establish consistency that transcends from international to regional. Here we're talking about not actually reflecting lock-in. Again, season aside, yes, but not closing this season out for Fnatic with the record that they've had.
Yeah,
it was teed up for them.
This was meant to be a slam dunk. And of all the teams, I thought, Liquid Fnatic, come on. By every statistical right, every stat you looked at, Fnatic bested Liquid. Every single one. Like maybe you could pull one out of a hat that was so obscure that it would make sense. But the fact they've gone to this depth is just incredible. The capability of this Liquid team. And they have broken the mental of Fnatic at the worst or best possible time.
And like I said, I think Liquid have such a good read on that in terms of some of the approaches to these rounds. Disrupting some of the structure that Fnatic bring into their attacking side in particular. It's another 8-4 half. If it's a time to lean back and start winning pistols, it's now. Because Liquid looking to seal the deal on this series on Fracture. Needed a course correction at the start of this map. Unfortunately now, the momentum stacked against them.
Turret out.
Liquid looking to set up for potentially a set piece here.
Grenade!
Boaster hopefully doesn't get caught off by this utility. It's beautiful utility though. Boaster's down to 25 HP.
Okay,
Durka finds safe though.
Yeah, all right. And there's the follow-up from Nats though, just slicing them through the middle. Leo on the trade and Fnatic just getting dirty. Just trying to play in this mayhem. Yampi and Soulcast. Tricky situation. Alpha's gonna find Soulcast, and the second follows. Beautiful from Fnatic. Stability in the second.
This is a beautiful set piece though. The paint shell, the molly, the aftershock. I'm pretty sure there's no safety whatsoever in any part of tower. Luckily, the pistol round raid boss of Nats removed nice and early there. First tick in the box for Fnatic. Can they stabilize here? Again, with the Marshal in hand for Boaster, probably going to look towards trying to farm some ultimates towards him. Same thing again.
Yep, Chronicle.
Yeah, there's no safety in there.
Nope. And now you learn that lesson twice. Chronicle's gone down. Durka, that's a very dangerous smoke to even look towards. There's two players towards us, and one of them's Nats, and he's got to go. So the flash is there.
He turned it into the flash!
Oh dear, it's all going Pete Tong. What is this?
Nats has got a Phantom.
Okay, Boaster, he's found Yampi. All right, the cross is not safe yet. Alpha and Leo, where are you in this as well? Just waiting, trying to be patient. 50 seconds here, and Redguard wants to do something. Not going to get a chance. Leo clawing one back here. And they need to stay cool. They outgun him every step of the way. And that's only on 11 HP. It's not much to play with.
He's been forced back so deep as well into main. It's ultimately safe that becomes
30 seconds left.
the key player in this scenario.
They're trying to swing him. Oh, they've given themselves a chance at this.
Down B.
And now a 2v2. Spike back to hand. Soulcast wants that plant. Nats needs to defend this, though. This position has been noted. He has to hit the perfect shot. He can't do it that time. Second time of asking, not going to happen. Boaster trying to hold on to this. Soulcast almost taken down by the turret. This feels horrific to try and work against. It's not going to happen here. Made a little bit of something out of nothing. But Fnatic do stay alive.
Hey, Boaster scrapes away with 25 HP. Chronicle sits in that blender that's set up towards tower. I was curious if there was any safe spot in tower. This confirms it.
That's a scary prospect working forward as well, because you know it's a no-go zone.
Durka turning into the flash. I'm not sure if it was just a panicked moment. At least we're seeing a smile on the player cams.
A little bit of respite from the pressure.
Fnatic actually, well, Alpha down to 0 credits, buying down to 500 and 400. Boaster and Leo. Pacey here from safe to try and get in towards sand. Forced Alpha deep. The flank coming through very early on though.
How hard do they come in on this? Oh, they double down on it. Yeah, they are taking no prisoners now. Yampi's gone. Alpha, next target. They take the fight, they lose it. Alpha! Brilliance from him. Big punish. That's and Redguard feeling left out in this round, really. How long can they stay alive? This would need an over-delivery. It ain't gonna happen from Nats, so it's all on Redguard.
Just be on the first Durka though.
Yeah,
good
not
for
gonna
the
let
trade.
that go.
The Fnatic right back in this half now. And that's the sort of round that makes you think there's some resilience left in the tank.
There has to be.
Very, very confident. Very hyper-aggressive here to dig Yampi out of this spot. So Alpha definitely heating up here. Looking a little more energetic on stage.
I mean, it should be a reminder of who Fnatic are. Flawless throughout regular season, barely dropping a map. The final hurdle, the hardest one, of course, but kindling a little bit of that spirit, that capability that we've known them for throughout regular play. We go again. Safe not going to have that freedom, and Alpha on the hunt. Got to be careful here. He's in no man's land. He's got to fight his way out. He's desperately trying, but now he's in danger. That could be a rifle recovered. The form! Leo trying to save him. And sometimes leaving a man to drown might have been the better option there, because that's 2 rifles picked up.
Exactly where you are.
They could also strike off the ultimate here as well. He does. Chronicle's going to be forced into an awful spot, and he's punished.
Boaster desperately trying to hold on, clawing at this round for Fnatic. Finds Soulcast on the cross. They need that spike. Got it to hand. And the plant going to come in next. Nat's down low. Yampy the only one with that rifle. Paint shell posted. Has to get out of there. 56 seconds though. They still got time to play with. Where do they find that space? Is it off this? Swing in from Nat. Yeah, a nice attempt, but Boaster all too prepared.
Yampy wants the clutch, yeah. Still got plenty of time to work with.
Show me what you got, Yampy. 35 seconds.
When does he give a step away? That's the problem.
He's got to go soon.
30 seconds left.
He's passed. He's out of range now.
Yep, taking his time. And they can't split up here.
And the best thing is as well, this eats up a lot of time for the cooldown. He's going to have the fault line to at least be able to make a play in this post plant.
Can he get a plant and then push? I don't know if he risks that.
I mean, it's an open plant.
Where's he slipped to? Okay, this is
Lots
quite
of
nice.
options for him.
And Durka, obviously getting a question, did he slip back down? Did I just miss him? Where is he in this? He wants to maybe catch that cross. Yeah, he is.
Yampy's down the
trying
rope.
to. I like this. He's going to hear one cross. Looks for the second. Isolates the fight. Finn v Finn, 1v1. Yampy making something out of nothing, but Durka keeping his composure, keeping his cool.
Oh my God.
Yampy! What a time to do it! No right to that round. Boaster doing everything he could to hold on to it, and it still gets taken away. And it's because of this start.
I mean, this is a perfect combination as well. The neural theft comes through, orbital strike posted. Boaster able to slow things down, as you noted, but this is played to perfection by Yampy. Catches the second member of Fnatic on the way back through.
Let's go!
And this feels like the last full buy in the tank for Fnatic. Showstopper, orbital strike, one off the lockdown. Yampy, after that clutch, does have the rolling thunder.
And when Yampy's confident, he scares me to no end.
It's the same hit, or at least the molly towards tower here.
I mean, you're already seeing they've had to respect that. They're playing no one on site. They're just here to watch across. Durka hoping he's good for one out of this, and he does have the showstopper if he gets the chance for it. Spots a play. Oh, Safe's just backhanded. How's it Boaster catching these? Punishing Redcar on the cross-up. I don't think he even saw him. Ult's gonna come in now. They're trying to just make this. What? Safe's going. Safe's trying. Leo, desperate for that connection, trying to just tap away as best he could. Soulcast and Yampy making this almost. Oh! The fadeaway from Soulcast, and he wants a bit more. Yampy goes down. It's all on Soulcast. He can't quite do it. Oh my bloody hell!
What a ridiculous round. Oh, these are painful to watch, yes, but also a lot of fun to watch.
Oh, yeah. Come off it.
Coming to a montage near you soon.
But the difference in atmosphere, right? We was at 9 to 8. Liquid loving it. They're down on pistols. They're still having a good time. Fnatic are looking nervous still. We saw one smile from Alpha, and that's about all we've gotten so far. Oof.
But 4-1 on the half. The hard work is done for Fnatic.
Yep.
They need to convert this further, though. And Liquid down on a Guardian, a Stinger, and a couple of pistols.
Feels like the rounds they win, though.
Yeah, Fnatic's going walkabouts, too. Will be given away, potentially, by the sound cues. So Liquid should just pick up the pace towards B here. There's still a spy cam in the back lines as well.
He's got to have seen something off this.
They can flip sides now.
Yeah.
I mean, Liquid can explore towards Spawn, potentially, if the spike goes down.
I don't know if you can deny this. No, not going to be able to. Yampy's gone down. The response, though, finding Chronicle. It's going to be picked up here. Now it's all topsy-turvy. Because look at this deep exploration coming out from Redgar, coming out from Nat. Lockdown comes in. Boaster expected this, though. It's not bad.
Nats is actually... He's gone all the way behind him. Boaster's aware. He spotted him.
Oh, he's on the run. He wants out of there. But they need to get this diffused. Is anything going to deny that? Drawn off it for now. Safe goes for a double check here. Forced away from it from the pain shell. Alpha's dealt with him. Alpha's found Soulcast too. And an attempt was made. A little bit nasty with it. Nat's going to be left with that Guardian if he's not careful. Okay. Caught by Boaster, and we're tied up at 9 apiece.
Pulls out the lockdown, but Alpha actually gets 3 back on the board in terms of orbs. 1 off the Rolling Thunder here. Now Liquid have another buy behind this, though, with the Light Shield. 9 apiece here on Fracture.
What a series we're getting between these two. Fnatic bringing this back. Talk about, you know, picking themselves up off the ground. They were having a horrible first half. Couldn't have gone much worse for them, but this has been a massive activation of Alpha as well. He has been coming to his own.
He is the protagonist here for Fnatic, honestly. Again, when they needed someone at lock-in to come online, it was him as well. Liquid, the ones to call a timeout here is, like I said, a couple of buy rounds in play. Whether or not they feel as if Fnatic, I guess, feel like they're back in control of the pacing here. And if we're going to see a massive adjustment on the side of Liquid. Certainly haven't had much success in terms of a set piece here. It's been a very scrappy second half, to be honest.
Yeah. I wonder if there is that composure there with Liquid in this, though. That's what I'm interested about. If they can play a different game style. Oh, from Molly to Striker. Hello, Striker.
Hello, Striker.
Hope you're having a good day.
Keith.
And now, let's see what we've got. Buy back in for Liquid. Fnatic want this 10th. This would be a huge boon to them.
Like I said, only really Leo's ultimate to work with here. So they might set up for this tower take once again. Redgar does retrieve the orb. So 1 off the orbital strike now. Smoke's invested, but no progress made on the back of that. So now potentially Liquid only have, I mean, yeah, sure, the cage from Nats, but 1 smoke in terms of setting up for an exec here. And sure, yeah, there's a 3rd member of Fnatic committed towards B, but it's a deep hold towards A. Nats has already posted up pretty deep. I don't even know if the awareness is there.
This is going to be a burst, if anything. There it is. Yeah. Need to deal with that, and they do. Safe's on the way. So,
Boy, what? How?
How did he get that?
Seconds left.
Did he get... I mean, there was an assist there from both Yampy and Redgar. Was that a molly and a fault line?
Maybe? I genuinely didn't catch that. But that's pretty big, considering Alpha's been the headhunter, right? He's been the main guy to change the outcome of this, and Nats and Redgar locking it down over towards A main. Chronicle trying to give himself a fair fight, but he ain't going to get it on 26 HP. And Leo's sat in CT. What are you meant to do? This round's done.
Yep.
It was almost done from the beginning.
Got to hold on to these. With Chronicle down at 150, Alpha down at 400. They're trying to protect the purchase going forwards. But yeah, show me that replay. I want to see everything that got sent towards Alpha, because he's tucked in behind the box just below rope, right? He's in sands.
I think so. Nice 10 for Liquid. And I want to roll this back to the beginning. See how that happens. Because, you said it, protagonist Alpha, sure, but here we go.
But what else connects here? So he's stunned up.
Stunned and just can't move?
He's stunned up and in the smoke. That's where the assists come from.
You're not there yet. Dangerous game playing. Speaking of dangerous games, Dirk is playing one himself. He knows everything, though. He knows so much about this. He knows the Soulcast is screwed. Oh! What a shot from Dirk! Stuck Stunning precision on the first, and the follow-up's just gorgeous. Is there an answer to be had from Nats trying to slip through on a bit of timing here? Prowler just dissipates and he gets himself so close. They seem aware of the possibility. Did Boaster catch a glimpse of him? I don't think so. And now a chance made, and it goes. He's having a round.
That's just safe from Redgar. And Fnatic desperately trying to drag themselves back online, take the initiative, and be decisive in these rounds now.
If anything, that round's a rallying cry coming out from Durka to get the boys fighting.
One enemy remaining.
Redgar trying to get cheeky with it. Alpha stands tall though. Once the smoke drops, does he catch safe off the retreat? No, he'll be able to slip through the smoke.
Now this would be quite impressive.
It would be something.
Yeah, now I don't think it's going to happen. As the defuse is halfway, and safe is backing. So, Durka, not going to catch him, just as he presses the corner.
Look at the orbital strike off this though.
True.
And Fnatic actually building back towards some of these key ultimates.
Yeah, Durka's what, 2 away as well, I think?
Yep, Durka 2 off the showstopper, 3 away from the lockdown. The reveal is huge here. Oh, wait, did the reveal actually tag on Yampi as well?
I think on both of them there.
That reveal is disgusting.
I want that.
What?
I would like it.
That's disgusting.
I would enjoy that.
I just noticed the trail there.
Wow. Scraping by with a couple of rounds is half liquid though. Just about keeping even.
5 retakes from Fnatic.
Mad, isn't it? What's the plan this round? How are you going to paint this picture, Liquid? Got Alpha waiting over towards 8. Redgar patrolling.
Liquid have definitely slowed things down now.
The pace is night and day from what we saw before. Showed a little something towards A, but we can see him drifting towards that B site.
I'm not even sure actually if this is semi-intentional. Obviously they have a good combo between Boaster and Leo in terms of the ultimates. I even say Durka as well in that regard. It's the orbital strike to open things up here for Liquid. No resistance on the way in just yet, but Leo he finds a blind kill.
Big catch for him. That's huge. There's the ult as well. Pain Shell coming in, perfect from Fnatic. Very well composed. This is the Fnatic we were waiting to see.
They find themselves once again in a couple of these rounds on Fracture. Looking a bit more reminiscent of that structure, that choreography we're used to seeing.
Even just the chemistry between the players, starting to see it come online. As I said, that round from Durka was lovely, but...
It's a team effort as well, but everybody's got a buddy system. They're using their utility together. A stark contrast from some of the other examples we've seen in this series.
Getting fired up now as well.
11-10. Liquid. The funds are starting to get a little flaky. Fnatic. Proactivity once again.
Oh, and Alpha looking to swing on the pinch as well. Just as they come around, it's Durka to find Redgar as well. That's a backline gone. They're a little cornered here, trying to overwhelm towards the site though, but Boaster's keeping his cool. He's keeping control of a little bit, well, as much as he can. Yampi has forged a path through towards the site though. One gonna go down towards B.
We'll have his Rolling Thunder off that as well.
That could be huge. That's holding space towards CT though, a dangerous position. They still have kit on Chronicle to clear this if they need to. Oh, he swung early. Catching Durka, yes, but the trade comes out. A 4v3 now. Next steps, safe, willing to take the next fight. This is scrappy again. They want this to be a bloodied battle. Soulcast's position is rotten to work with. But they want to find that additional player. Alpha hides. They don't see him yet. He's gone away with a little bit of something here, but he's giving it away now. Soulcast has to be aware. He's pinned in though, but oh, Leo's got one. Yampi now in the 1v1. And against Leo again in the time. He's running out of it. He swings and he's got him. Team Liquid ain't out of it yet. Dragging this game back. And that is so scrappy again. I can't keep saying it's such a brawl on these sites.
And it's a bailout round for Liquid. I was saying, the fun's starting to deteriorate. Beautiful open up, more aggression all the way through towards Tree here. The only thing Liquid have to work with here is tower. To be honest, that's it. And they convert this into a successful round.
But it's the first success they've had in a while, right? If it's coming in, you know, in bits and pieces, dribs and drabs, it's not consistent. How do they find that next round? Because it feels like Fnatic had the upper hand and still potentially do.
Pace change from Liquid out of that.
You can see how deep Fnatic is sitting. They are not entertaining holding on the site here at all. Rotations are in, though.
No ultimates this time either.
They've been punishing this cross every single time, though. I swear we've been seeing kills happen every single second. Safe. The first man to feel brave enough to step forward. Horn on the site shows nothing. And Fnatic wait patiently. Anything given away. The re-smoke towards the cross. They need to make the most of this if they want it. But again, Spike's with Yampy. He's the one who can do this. Safe, are you waiting with that? I want to see that showstopper. Here we go. They're going to scurry and scatter. And he doesn't do anything with it. Somehow doesn't do the damage he'd want to, trying to buy some time to get out of the stun, but now the plant's going to be coming down, and they can't really deny it here. Boombot to follow, trying to keep him back further. Dirk is still succeeding towards Redgar. Safe, getting into it. Once the shot doesn't get it, the trade's Yampy! He's still doing damage! And now Soulcast and Yampy up against Alpha and Leo. And the cross is going to be so precarious. You can see the eyes trained on it. They're waiting for it. Soulcast going to hit the shot. He just dips away in time. And now Yampy. Gotta be dangerous. Oh, he's got him! He's got Leo down! And now Alpha in the 1v2! And of course, the shorty waiting. Do you dare go into the den? And the timing on this one, Soulcast getting closer. Alpha feeling the chances, slipping away from him now. Time getting so low, he has to make something happen, and Yampy's there! What a round from Liquid again! In the absolute mayhem of these rounds, they are now 1 away.
Fnatic reset into such a deep position here, Lauren. Safe's able to just run away with it. Honestly, he has such deep control. I didn't even see that from Durka. Seized in, still finds Stu, but Yampy responds with 2 of his own. And 4 on the round for him. Some of these retake setups now, the cracks are starting to show for them. Another pace change here, actually. Well, continuing with that pace. Durka will find Safe. Yampy already back 1 away from a Rolling Thunder, by the way. Used it in the other post plant on B.
Crazy, isn't it?
I have this
He has been just coming alive in these very last couple of rounds, but this time that pace change was met by force. Durka there to deal with it, blunt the spear a little.
Do they try and get aggressive once again behind B with this lockdown?
They've done it before.
Was going for that attacker-sided lockdown in underpass. Which is why I think Liquid are looking to clear all the way under and through Arcade.
Soulcast can get his ult from this too. Just making sure no one's hanging around tower. Doesn't fancy it, wants to contact towards site.
And Soulcast does have the spike, so he'll get it off the plant regardless.
True. The second they break this though.
Fnatic want to get this attacker lockdown. But there's nothing to pin in the other side of Arcade here.
30 seconds
See,
left.
here we go, waiting to hear that sound.
Spike planted.
Spike's in. Lockdown, it's there. And now, welcome to the mayhem. The pandemonium begins now. Soulcast finding Durka. Oh, and the follow-up! Huge impact from Soulcast. Has to respect the lockdown though. Chronicle falls. Nats with a reply. It's a 3v2. Chronicle and Alpha with everything to do. Can they take this to OT? Is there anything left in the tank here? Yampy invests the ult, draws them away from the defuse. Nats still standing. It's all on Alpha. A 1v2 to save Fnatic here. Or it's Liquid doing the unthinkable. He doesn't even know the time he's got left, and it is being ripped away from him. So much utility, so little time. He can't do it. Team Liquid doubted from lock-in, questioned every step of the way, but they have risen to the occasion here, Mike. They are your winners today. They are the winners of the VCT EMEA League.